What's up, dogs? I haven't been posting very much because I don't have a ton of time. I'm going back to finish my mechanical engineering technology degree, but I'm gonna show you my little update for the clovers. For my little, I don't know, I guess I call it a chicken kingdom. It's super excessive, but it's fun to me to experiment in new ways that people have never taken care of a homestead, and trying to do it in my own original way. All right, so when I can, I let the chickens free range out here. There's a lot of shade and everything, so the hawks can't see them, and you know, they usually do pretty good, but I don't let them out 24/7. Most of the time they stay in here. This thing is literally bigger than my house. It's completely caged in. Super excessive, but I don't really like caging animals very much, or really manipulating animals for human use a whole lot anyway. But I'd rather do that than what the normal industry does to animals, so this is the best I can do. So anyway, basically they compact the dirt a shit ton, and they did that with this whole area, so nothing grows that they can eat really. Some weeds eventually grow up, but for the most part it was barren all the rest of this area too. So I have two closed off sections. This one's for when chickens get sick, or when Philo, the rooster, needs to be separated because he's fucking the other chickens too much and he's pulling out their feathers, in the easiest terms I could say it. But anyway, this is the section. I sectioned this off. I raked up the soil a good amount and then planted clovers in the early spring, and now this is growing very well. And I just went through and picked the really tall weeds out really quickly, so I don't have a lot of time, but just the really tall ones that are competing with the clovers. The plan is to let these clovers go to seed before I let the chickens in here, and then all the clover seeds, you know, will exponentially grow the clover growth over the time, and they'll just like explode basically. So that's going pretty good. They're pretty tall in this section. I keep this covered with straw so the dirt doesn't just blow away, but as you can see, not a whole lot grows in here. And then over here is the second area. This was for the ducks I had. Got rid of the ducks, long story short. So that is another section off section that I was able to keep the chickens out, and did the same thing, raked it up, planted the clovers, and you can see all these like bigger weeds trying to compete. So just every once in a while I come through there and try to like help the clovers out and pull those out. I did find out there's snakes that live in here because I'm wearing flip-flops, and there's a fucking snake went right by my foot a second ago when I was pulling weeds. But anyway, on the other side of that deck's more clovers, and they're going pretty good. So the idea is to have a paddock system. I guess they're called paddocks when you like section off little sections of the run. I don't know. From what I looked up, I'm planning on like basically figuring out the ratio of how long I can let the chickens in each area. All right, I'm trying to do this a little professional so I can keep data for the future when I create my little auto homestead system that I'm gonna sell to people after I get my degree and everything. Basically, I got the square footage of the entire enclosed chicken area, which is all of this. This is like the duck area, that's the deck, A-frame, coop, all the shit basically, so that I can keep track of how long the chickens are in the clover grown area and before it gets like pecked down to nothing. And so that way I can keep some data and figure out how long they can stay in a certain square footage per chicken, and keep it sustainable basically, so you don't have to replant clovers all the time. It's going to be extended a little bit farther than the clovers are right now, and then I'll open certain paddocks at certain times, and that'll let them graze, and they'll hopefully, well, they will eat it down to a certain point, and I need to get them out and not let them in there before they like trample it enough to kill everything. So that'll give them an area that's completely protected for a lot of the year when I'm not out there, when I'm not home and stuff, to like watch them and make sure hawks don't get them out in the free ranging area. So that's pretty much this part of the little homestead experiment. Hope everybody's having a good day, and stay trauma G's.